Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Castle. And Walker with it over the middle. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He finds his target. It's Matthews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Back to throw here. And that's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. First down, Murray. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he's got room. Murray with a knife, and I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Leopard! All right, now look at 56.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to Murray, but he had no room to run. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Watson on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Howard. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just...
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Titans, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Watson now to throw on third down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Derek Morgan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Shane Leckler now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To To throw on second is Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Klug in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On third down, Watson will keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down carry now for Miller. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll toss it to Miller. Fights through him. Oh, now he bowls him over. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go.
Now Watson on 3rd down, being chased out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different...
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Come on, let's go.
A carry for Foreman. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They run again with Foreman. And he'll will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot? Yeah,
they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Adoree Jackson on the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They're going to look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. To throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll run with Foreman. Oh, look at the juke. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Texans on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it's the Bengals that wound up winning that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bernardrick McKinney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type